I've heard that from people, too. They said there's more noise on the road than it is at home at the Corn Palace. So fans, maybe they better take a little of the blame for this, too, and let's get into the ball games a little bit. All right, Yankton with the opening tap. Scott Nedved will work out front, takes it right side, all the way to the baseline side of the lane cutoff. He'll bring it back out onto the right-hand wing. Kernels, of course, man-to-man. Miller, after switching, is up on Nedved. Now they're going to switch back. Ackman will take him again. Ball to Robbie Ness's hands. He's getting a lot of pressure from Severide. Now hands it right back off again to Nedved over in front of the Kernel bench. Bounce pass free throw line of Golke. He goes down low, up with a shot. Too hard is Rob Ness. Rebound, Schneider had it, and now we've got a travel call, and the Kernels are going to get the basketball back underneath the Yankton basket.
I'll tell you what, first time out, first time we played in the Yankton Bucks in the first half, had a terrible time with the man-to-man pressure the Kernels were causing. That time they worked around. Good D, first possession by the Kernels.
Severide will walk it into the front court. He's guarded by Ness. Straight up man-to-man defense here by the Bucks to start it out anyway. Now it goes to Mike Miller. Out on three-point range. Takes it left-hand wing. Starts a drive into the lane. Slips a pass down to Young. Miller hit the floor. Young's going to take it up and rolls off the front. No good. Nice strong move to the basket by Tom Young, but it wouldn't go for him. Golke on the rebound. Now they push it. Nedved into the right corner. Ness underneath the Golke. Little six-footer good left side. Brad Golke, the 6'9 junior center. And a nice assist there as well. 2-0. Yankton with the early lead. Into the front court comes Severide. Starts a drive to the free throw line. Up the middle of the lane. Hangs in the air. Wouldn't fall. Oh, great move by Severide. Went right through the defense. But it wouldn't go down, so Kernels have gotten a couple of good shots at the basket, but nothing to show for it here so far. Mitch Schneider now, 6'3 senior up top. Into the lane, tipped by Young, but Golke picks it up. Now they go down low, almost tipped away again. Here's a three from the corner, Nedved, short. Miller on the rebound. Long outlet pass. Here comes Ackman. He's going to go all the way in, push, and he scores. Count it. Well, Schneider should have let him go. Mitch Schneider was kind of being boxed out of the play by Skip Young. And at the last instant, he tried to reach around Skip, and he gave just a little shove to Ackman as he went in. Jason not only got the lay-in, but now he's going to go to the free throw line and a chance to give the Kernels a lead here as well. Shot on the way is good. Ackman at 70% from the free throw line on the year. So 3-2. Mitchell with the lead. They'll put on some full court man-to-man. Severide hounding Rob Ness as he comes into the front court. Ness has the ball stolen away by Severide. Here's a lead to Ackman. Behind to Miller. Oh! Big-time jam for Mike Miller. Now a long pass down to the other end, but Miller gets back there with Golke having the basketball. Oh, that was a slam and a half for Mike Miller. Well, that ought to wake up the crowd, hopefully. 5-2 the score. Pass down the right side. Nedved. Fadeaway jumper. Miller blocks the shot. Severide comes away with a basketball. Kernels lead 5-2, and they own the basketball. Severide will set it up top. Right-hand corner. Ackman starts a drive, cut off, leaves it back for Severide out between the circles. Now into Miller's hands, being guarded by Golke out there. Miller into the lane, hangs in the air, up and in. Mike Miller with his second basket. 7-2, Kernels here early. I am surprised we are seeing a man-to-man defense. I really am by Yankton. I don't think they've got the quickness and the big guys to stay with Miller. Out front, Mitch Schneider, three-pointer, and that's good. He buries it. Schneider comes in averaging 9 points a game.
You can't leave him open out there, Tim. You got to have a hand in his face at all times. He's got great range on the outside.
7-5 ball game. Out front, Severide, and now we're going to see the zone. Into Ackman, and he kicks it right back outside. We're going to get maybe a box and one is what we're getting here. Yeah, I think it is. They're playing man-on-man on Miller. Nedved. Here's a shot from out front. Won't go down. Young put it up, and the rebound controlled by Yankton. So they switched the defense there. 4 men playing zone, one-on-one against Mike Miller, man-to-man. We'll see if they'll stay with that next time. Here's Schneider again from out front. This time no good. Rebound to Ackman. He'll push it right down the middle of the floor. Ends up 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Young. Short jumper's up and good. Good hustle. Tom Young with a basket. Didn't have that break originally. Then Ackman really pushed it at center courts, and it ended up a nice 3-2 advantage for Mitchell. 9-5 Kernels. We're approaching halfway through the first quarter. Right-hand side, Schneider out in three-point range. Goes on the left wing. Coakley starts a drive. Cut off side of the lane. Over Miller. Can't get it to go, and Miller boxes him out. Gets the rebound. Up to Ackman. Lead pass. Skip Young underneath. Oh, just couldn't hold the ball.
I'll tell you what, Ackman wants to run and push the basketball tonight. The Kernels, maybe that's one of their objectives in this game, but they beat Yankton down the court again. Skip just couldn't hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, it was a good idea. He would have had the layup. Here we come back the other way now. Ness, he'll hold it up out front. The 6'2 junior, we're numbered 11 on the red and whites. Yankton down by 4. Ball comes free throw line. Nedved. Miller on him. Nedved still with it. Puts the ball on the floor. Standing out front now, directing a little traffic. Goes on his left to Schneider. Here's the bounce pass. Golke back out front. Nedved with a shot on the way. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Oh, Golke all alone underneath and missed the layup. Now they tip it around 2-3 times, still loose. Finally, Severide's got the basketball. Long pass down the floor to Miller. He's all alone. Jam!
Oh, there's 2 for the price of 1. Mike Miller with 2 major jams early in the ball game.
Well, he's got 3 baskets, and you're right, 2 of them have been showtime, and it's 11-5. The Kernels with 3:10 to go in the first quarter of play. Pass comes up to half court. Coakley comes right side of the lane, goes in on Miller, shots blocked. Well, that's a second block by Miller. Yankton bench screaming for a foul. Here comes Miller on the run at the free throw line. They knock it away from him, and it's Golke on the run. Golke goes up, and he'll jam one in. Not quite as pretty, but still a dunk at the other end. How about that? 3 of them in the first quarter of play already, and it's 11-7.
It's got to be some kind of a record for the 97 season.
Pass underneath. Skip Young is open. Blocked, and they may call a foul. Here they are on Golke. Skip Young got blocked. Golke had all ball, but then he came down on top of him. And Brad Golke, the big 6'9 center, will pick up his first foul of the ball game. That's the first foul either way, and Skip Young will go to the line.
Yankton's got to be frustrated because the Kernels consistently beating them down the court each and every time, and that time again got Skip Young open underneath, and Golke had to come from behind and try and make the block, and he causes the foul. But the Kernels are definitely out hustling Yankton here early in this ball game.
Coming in now for the Bucks will be Nick Altoff, the 6'2 junior. Skip Young puts it up and short. Kernels' second free throw opportunity is all. Yankton has not had one yet. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. An 11-7 Mitchell lead. Skip Young's second free throw in and out. Ball was almost tipped in. Mike Golke went up for the rebound, almost put it in. But Yankton gets it back. Here's Ness. Pass down low, Altoff in the lane. Out to Golke. Little 10-foot jump shot, too strong. Miller again on the rebound. Here comes Mike Miller down the middle. Pass left side, too low. Severide couldn't hold it. Miller's pass was down around the ankles. Sevy couldn't come up with it cleanly. Kernels turn it over. Third time. Yankton back with it. Golke baseline. Tough turnaround jumper, no good. Ackman on the rebound. He wants to push it again. Again a 3-on-2. Severide drives. He's fouled on the play by Coakley. Well, I'll just carbon copy what you've said already a couple, 3 times. We are whipping them down the floor. Constantly 3-on-2, 2-on-1. That's got to be about the 4th or 5th time we've ended up with an advantage.
It certainly looks like it. We got someone breaking for the basket as soon as they shoot, and Ackman is just charging down court. We're always getting somebody open. It's a numbers game, 3-on-2, as you said, 2-on-1. It's been favoring the Kernels. Got to hit the free throw, so.
Now this one's no good by Severide. He'll have one more coming. New player in, 6'4 junior Dan Brinkman, number 53, is into the Yankton lineup. And the second one will go for Severide. His first point of the game, 12-7. The Kernels, with 2 minutes exactly to go in the quarter. Altoff will bring it across. Ackman on him, man-to-man. Kernels also have Tom Cogley in the lineup. And here's Miller with a steal in the lane. Lead to Ackman. Returns it back to Miller. He'll drive and missed it, and then he tips it in. Nice offensive tip in by Miller after he missed the original shot. And it's 14-7, the Kernels. Well, this is fun basketball to watch. Here's Altoff again in the front court. Ball knocked away, loose, and picked back up by Yankton. And then Miller makes a great defensive play to reach up. He was on the floor, got himself up, stole the pass, and we're going to get a foul on Yankton. That was a pretty athletic move by Michael Miller there.
It was a big-time athletic move. I mean, he's putting on a show for the crowd here tonight.
Well, looks like we're going to get our first time out of the basketball game. 1:20, and the Kernel fans appreciate their efforts so far. We'll be back in a minute.
What are you doing today?
On the basketball now, coming out of the timeout. With it left side, Tom Cogley, the 6'3 sophomore, to Severide out front. Again back to Cogley. Yankton's back to man-to-man defense. They were in that zone momentarily. Ernie Kuiper also in the lineup now for the Kernels with the ball on the left-hand side. Severide, Ackman, Tom Young, Cogley, and Kuiper. So Mike Miller, Ackman, Skip Young all on the bench. Ackman out front. Tom Young will go from 17 feet. Gets the roll. Second basket for shotgunner Tommy Young. 16-7 ball game now for Mitchell. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Nick Altoff on the dribble out front. Bounce pass Schneider. He'll turn and fire. No good. Short from just outside the free throw line, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, Yankton ice cold. 3 of 14 from the field here in the first part of the ball game. Kernels shooting very well on the other hand, 7-11.
Well, we'll see if we'll hold for the last shot here. Nice lead, 16-7. 33 seconds to go in the quarter. Severide out front. Takes it to the right corner. Gives it to Ackman. Whoops, right through his hands. Jace couldn't hold on, and Altoff picks up the basketball. So now Yankton will have it with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Altoff still on the dribble out front. In the lane, Schneider. Oh, he bangs Yankton to the, or bangs Ackman right to the ground. No foul. And then gives the ball to Brinkman for a layup. Well, it sure looked like a charge. 6 seconds, 5. Here's Ackman to the free throw line. Jumps it up and in. Nice move. And there'll be the buzzer in the end of the first quarter of play. 19, Yankton 9. We'll come back in 1 minute.
It's hard to stop a train. Then I ask you, why would you want to stop a train? Paulson Sheet Metal of Mitchell, 996-8616.
We are back here at the Corn Palace. I want to give you a wrestling update as soon as we get a break, and it is good news. So we'll get that to you here in just a little bit. Ernie Kuiper with it out front now for the Kernels. 18-9 lead as we go to the second quarter. Severide, pass out front. Young with it, and they steal it away. It's Dennis Coakley. He's going to drive all the way, and Coakley will score. And that makes it 18-11. Shooting in that first quarter, Yankton was only 4 of 15, while the Kernels were 8 of 12. Rebounding about even, turnovers about even. Severide being trapped in the corners. Yankton going to the zone again. Now to Tom Young underneath. Cogley reverse layup. Wouldn't go. They tip at it. Mike Miller once. Gets it back. Puts it up again and good. Mike Miller with 10 points in the game. Kept after it on the boards. And it's 20-11. Scott Nedved out front on Kuiper. Will give the ball up at the free throw line. Here's Galke. Turns. Fires. Short. Miller on the rebound. 2-on-2, they come down the floor. Miller, right side, now going to hold it up. Pass in the side of the lane to Cogley, tipped away, out of bounds, Mitchell ball. Well, here's your wrestling updates. Devin Long has finished 7th. B.J. Jones 3rd. He won his match in only 40-some seconds on a pin. Going into the championship round, Mitchell has already wrapped up the state title. The Kernels have 158.5 points. Pierre has 129. No way they can make up that many points, as Ackman will hit the 3 from the corner. So the Kernels still have 3 wrestlers to go in the championship round, but they have wrapped up their 3rd consecutive State A Wrestling Championship. 23-11, Kernels. After that 3 by Ackman. Pass in the lane, Ackman tips it, but Yankton's going to get it back. Here's Ness from long range. No good for 3. Offensive board again to the Bucks. Nedved came out of there with it. Pass back out front, and Rob Ness with the basketball there. Now out front, John Diggy with the basketball, new player that came in. 6'2", senior. Now Galke, again to the right-hand corner. Diggy with it, and we've got a foul away from the ball. We're going to get a hold there. Ernie Kuiper walked up underneath with Dennis Coakley, and Kuiper will get his first foul. And would you believe that is the first foul of the game on Mitchell?
I was going to say, the Tana defense is aggressive. They're playing for that to be the first foul. It tells you what a great job they're doing against the Bucks. Yankton's having a real tough time getting off good shots.
Inbounds pass, and a 15-footer good by Nedved from the left-hand side. Scott Nedved's first basket, 23-13. Kernels bring it up into the front court. Severide and Kuiper at the guards. Ackman, Cogley, and Miller on the front line. Ackman with it, right-hand wing. Zone defense here by the Bucks. In the corner, Severide goes all the way underneath. Nice move, and he's got the layup. Good move by Kyle Severide. Saw the opening, squeezed by his man, and then was wide open underneath. 25-13 lead. Inbounds pass, tough for Yankton. Kernels putting on good pressure, but they get it into Ness. 5.5 minutes to go, first half. Ness brings it across to Galke, right out at the point. Wants to drive on Miller, can't go. Now into Giggy in the lane, and push there, and a foul on the Kernels. Foul number 2 team-wise against Mitchell. Cogley will pick up his first. And into the lineup, Mitch Snyder, 6'3 senior for Yankton. And here comes Chad Porter, the 6'1 senior, in for the Kernels. And Severide will get a rest. It'll be Dennis Coakley throwing it in from underneath for the Bucks. Right into the lane to Schneider, puts it up, no good. Good defense by Cogley right in his face. Ackman comes up and over the ball. Ackman with a burst of speed up the side of the lane. He was fouled right there at the free throw line.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there's different gears than Jason Ackman, he's got it cranked into high here tonight. He is zipping up and down the court. And if he sees even the slightest opening, he's attacking the basket, either trying to dish or shoot. And it's just been too much for the Bucks here in the first half of this game.
Cogley will throw it in from underneath. They come out front with it. Miller looking at a three, passes it up. Kuiper from the left corner, 12-footer rolled off, wouldn't fall. And now Galke swings the elbow and almost clipped Cogley right in the forehead that time. He just ducked out of the way. End of the front court, Nedved. Ackman will pick him up as he comes across the timeline. Still a 12-point Colonel lead. Here's Ness out front, drives up the right side of the lane, bounce pass into Galke, goes up and scores. Nedved made that play by driving up the lane. Galke with 6. 10-point game. Porter out front on the dribble. Taking a look at the defense. And it looks like Bucks in 1 again. They've got Nedved on Miller man-to-man. Everybody else playing zone. 4 guys playing zone. Porter down the left-hand corner. They leave him open. He's going to take the jumper from there. No good. Glanced off the backboard, but Miller is there on the rebound. That's a dozen for Mike Miller already here, and still halfway through the second quarter. Miller had 17 in the first half last night against Watertown and finished with 25. Schneider, he traveled, trying to make a move to the basket. Kernels are going to bring Tom Young, Skip Young in. Cogley will go out, and who else going to go out? Kuiper, I believe. Well, they got good time out of Ernie Kuiper, and Tom Cogley did a nice job out there.
That is a big key. Get those guys to come in and play with some consistency, maintain a lead. You're getting everything you want from your bench and more.
Well, you can feel comfortable going 7, 8 guys deep.
You bet.
That's where the Kernels are right now. That's where you want to be. Ackman will go to Porter in the right-hand corner. They double on him. He gets it back to Jason. Now Tom Young starts to take it up the left side of the lane, cut off, back out to Porter. He goes inside the lane, and Galke slaps it back. Nice block by Galke. Schneider underneath. Althoff, he traveled. He got caught kind of wrong foot with that pass as he was coming down the middle of the lane. Had to take that little skip step. Turnover against Yankton is their 6th. Mitchell has 5, so we're still even there. The lead is 12. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Ackman out front to Young. Play a little catch. Now Porter in the corner. Bounce pass to Miller. Kicks it right back out. Ackman from 16 feet. Good. Right off the left elbow of the free throw line. Jason Ackman having a nice first half. 10 points. 29-15. So the Kernels equal their biggest lead here. 14 points. Bounce pass underneath in the lane and knocked away. Picked up by Porter. Now he can't handle it. He gets it back, though. Porter will come across the timeline. Holds the ball up. To Miller. Underneath Ackman. Up and in again. Well, looked like Yankton just never recovered. The ball was bouncing around. They never got back defensively. And the Kernels ended up with another advantage. Ackman open underneath. It's 31-15. Up top, Dennis Coakley with it. 2:35 showing on the clock here in the second quarter. Now right-hand corner, Althoff. Porter on him man-to-man. Brings it out front. Gives the ball up to Nedved. Now again, Althoff. Here's a drive started up the middle of the lane by Coakley. Whistle, he puts it up, and it goes in. Well, he found a little opening, squeezed right down the middle of the lane, and then when he saw the contact coming, he put the ball up, and it went down. So to the free throw line will go Dennis Coakley, 6'2 junior. That's his second basket. Foul on the Kernels' Chad Porter, his first. Coakley's free throw, no good. Galke on the rebound up, and that one goes. Galke with 8 points. 31-19. 2:10 to go here in the first half. Ackman wants a 3 from out front. Little strong, high rebound. Young has got it. Tom Young back outside. Now they get it back to Tom. Middle of the lane. His jumper won't go. Rebound Yankton. On the run, Mitch Snyder. Here's a lead pass down the floor. Coakley, left side. He'll pull up with a jumper. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Snyder. Yankton gets it back. Now here's Golke. Turn around, side of the lane. Rolls out, no good. Ackman on the rebound for the Kernels. Still 31-19. Yankton got two good shots at the basket that time, but came up empty. Minute 38 to go in the half. Porter, left side, Miller. One dribble, puts it up off the glass. Won't go. Rebound Yankton. Kernels have missed three in a row now. Into the front court, Nedved. Bounce pass right side to Althoff. Looking in for Golke. Can't get him the ball now. Still looking. Now bounces it into it. Golke will dish it right back out to Snyder on the wing. Now around to Althoff in the corner. Pass inside of the lane. Working with it there. Coakley, turn around. Good. Well, tough shot. Coakley with 6 points. And it's a 10-point ball game. So Mitchell had a 16-point lead. 6-0 run by Yankton. And we need a basket to answer back. Miller, side of the lane, Tom Young, nice move, put it on the floor and scored. Dave Hofer upset. He wanted to travel on Young, and he didn't get it. Tom Young with 6 points, 33-21. Up top, Nedved goes right-hand side, Althoff, pass underneath, tip, Skip Young touched it, goes out of bounds, still will be Yankton's ball, 39 seconds to go in the half. We've got Severide coming back in for the Kernels. Rob Ness is back in, and Dan Brinkman back in for Yankton, and now Tom Cogley also for Mitchell. So Severide, Ackman, Cogley, Tom Young, and Mike Miller on the floor. And now one more for Yankton. John Giggy again will come in, and Mitch Snyder will come out. 39 ticks on the clock. Kernels by a dozen. Bucks throw it in out front. Ness out in three-point range. Looking for some help, goes to the free throw line. Drive started by Brinkman, takes it in, but he couldn't finish it off. Now they slap it back out front. Yankton's got the ball again. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and that is good. Coakley, boy, has Coakley come alive. 9 points all in the second quarter, and Yankton is within 9. 15 seconds to go. Here's Ackman in the lane. Little short jumper, good. 6-7-footer right out in front. 14 for Jason Ackman. The lead is 11. 6 seconds to go. On the run, here comes Ness. Pass left side. Jumper by Brinkman on the way. Good, right at the buzzer. Offensive show here in the second quarter. Both teams lighting it up. The Kernels will go in. The Bucks will put the ball in play right from the 10-second line. And looks like both starting units back out there for both teams. Golke, Snyder, Nedved, Ness, and Coakley for Yankton. Kernels have Severide, Ackman, Miller, and the two Youngs. Skip it, Tom Young. Right-hand side, Nedved with it. We'll leave it for Coakley out at the point. He's really had the hot hand in that second quarter with his 9 points. Golke out away from the basket, free throw line, and throws the ball away. He was looking for his man to cut to the basket that time, and he did, Coakley, but it was just about 6 inches out in front of him. He couldn't come up with the basketball. So turnover to start things out here by the Bucks. They're 8th of the ball game, and up come the Kernels. Severide to Ackman, right-hand corner to Miller. Miller starts to drive in, slips a nice pass underneath. Skip Young's got himself a lay in. Well, Mike Miller came inside of the lane. Everybody had to pull over to him, and that left Skip open for the layup, his first basket. Kernels by 11 again. Right-hand side. Nedved on the dribble, being guarded by Ackman. Gives it off to Ness. Ness going to drive on Severide. Goes in, puts it off the glass, and good. Nice shot. Strong move to the basket by Rob Ness, the 6'2 junior. 37-28. Severide back now for the Kernels to Ackman, and right-hand side, Miller right in front of the bench. Now to Young. He's got a 10-footer. Good. Tom Young. A lot of good looks at the basket. Yeah. Doesn't it seem like tonight?
Really good.
Seems like we're playing a hard defense, and yet some good open shots at the basket on both ends of the floor. Scott Nedved way out front between the circles. Gives it up to Snyder, still way out in three-point range. Now on his right side, Ness again. Ness bounce pass down low, taking it into the hole. Coakley, he'll score. Had some good position on Tom Young, and Tom couldn't cut him off. 11 points for Coakley. So we're just exchanging baskets back and forth. Now Severide to the free throw line. Ball knocked out of his hands by Ness. He'll lead the charge down the floor, and it's kicked away, but no whistle. Here's Ackman at the other end, goes in, scores. Well, that is the discretion of the official. If it is not on purpose, just because it goes off the leg, you don't automatically blow the whistle. You got to say that they stuck their foot out intentionally. That time, apparently, they said no, and Ackman got the ball and went to the other end to put it in. and it's 41-30. Kernels again by 11. Schneider, left side. Golke standing right out on the three-point line. Now drives around Miller, takes it in, fouled by Mike Miller. I don't think Mike thought he was going to take it to the hole in that first step. He got those long legs, and he got the first good move on Miller. Mike will pick up the foul, and 2 free throws coming for Golke. First on Miller.
That's something Golke has just started doing, too. He really wasn't known for standing out there and then pump faking and taking off with the basketball on the dribble. He's gotten better at handling the ball, and that time he won the battle with Mike and got around him.
Golke's free throw on the way. Good. He's got 9 points. You know, this is going to be a nice club next year already. I know we got a lot of this year left, but boy, Schneider is their only senior. They go to the bench, and they're bringing out juniors. They're going to have everybody back. Second free throw, no good by Golke, and then a foul as we go after the rebound. I think they're going to call it on Schneider. And that will be his third on Mitch Schneider. So the Kernels maintain the 10-point lead. And Ackman will bring it up into the front court with 5.5 to go here in the third period. To Severide, left-hand side, straight up man-to-man right now by the Bucks. Back to Ackman, starts to penetrate. Back to Severide, shot open side of the lane, put it up too hard. Rebound to Schneider. Again, Yankton can cut it down to single digits here with a basket. Nedved will set up out front. Whistle, timeout, Yankford, and we'll be back in a minute.
Your building or remodeling plans should include...
Start out the third quarter. Inbounds pass to Ness. Takes it strong to the hole. Collides with Miller, and shot no good. Rebound attempt by Nedved doesn't go, and then Mitchell knocks the ball out of bounds.
That's getting physical a little bit underneath there.
Well, they've been letting them play tonight. We've had those kind of both ends. And we have not had a lot of fouls or a lot of free throws. Out front, Coakley takes it up the left side of the lane. Fouled by Skip Young as he goes up with his shot. Mike Coakley comes in averaging only a little over 7 points a game, and he has been impressive here tonight.
Well, he's been moving constantly without the basketball. And that time we saw him take it with the ball on the drive, and he gets around and gets the layup chance. He gets fouled in the process, but he's really been hustling out there tonight.
Coakley's free throw, good. That gives him a dozen points. That leads Yankton. Foul on Skip Young, his first, and the second team foul on the Kernels. Second shot by Coakley, no good. Skip Young has the rebound underneath. Showing 9-point lead again for Mitchell, same as they had at halftime. Mike Miller working with the basketball right side. To Ackman, starts to drive inside of the lane. Out front, here's Tom Young, 17, count it. Right in front of the three-point line. 10 points for Tom Young. Kernels have good balance. Miller, Ackman, Young all in double figures already. And it's 43-32. Ness up top, left side. Coakley, now turnaround jumper by Schneider. No good outside the free throw line. Rebound is up and in. Rob Ness. Nice follow by the guard. 43-34. Miller again will bring it up left-hand side. 4:20 to go in the quarter. Mike gets to the free throw line. Cut out there by Golke. Now right-hand side. Severide. Way out on three-point land. Back to Miller up top. On the dribble, takes it over left wing. They kind of clear it out for him. Miller's going to go all the way. He'll score. You can just see that one coming. They opened up the left-hand side of the floor for him, and one-on-one matchup, Golke's not going to stay with him. 14 for Miller. An 11-point lead, 45-34. Ness out on the left side. Golke, free throw line, a little bit strong. Rebound Tom Young. Off to Severide. He'll push it. Lead pass, Ackman. Pulls up from 12 and gets the roll. 18 points for Jason Ackman. And the lead is back to 13 now at 47-34. 3.5 to go in the third. Rob Ness on the dribble. Severide on him up top. Bounce pass. Schneider, side of the lane. Kernels double on him and take the ball away. Skip Young, lead pass to Ackman. He gives it to Severide, drives and scores. Turnover, Yankton turns into a basket at the other end. It's a 15-point Mitchell lead, 49-34. Just over 3 to go here now in the third quarter, and Mitchell shooting 8 of 9 from the field in this quarter. Of course, they're getting a lot of close ones. That helps. Nedved to Schneider, left elbow, knocked away again by Ackman. He's got one man to beat. Ackman will drive, puts it up, no good. Good defense that time put on by Coakley. Now Yankton's got the advantage. Here's Golke. He's got an easy layup at the other end, as the Kernels couldn't get back in time. 49-36. Severide crossing the timeline as we got players for both sides getting ready to check in. Bounce pass to Young, to Miller, cutting to the basket. He's got the layup. Good ball movement that time by Mitchell. Good assist by Skip Young on the bounce pass to Mike Miller. He's got 16 points now. 51-36 Kernels, 2:18 to go in the third. Out front, Nedved bangs into Ackman. No whistle. Here's Snyder right side. No good. Golke on the tip. That falls off. He'll tip it again, and this time he got it. 13 points for the big 6'9" junior, Brad Golke. 51-38. Severide, right side to Miller. Now left-hand corner. Ackman takes the baseline. Nice bounce pass to Tom Young. He'll lay it in.
Wow, we are seeing some vintage passing from the Kernels tonight. That's great ball movement again by the Kernels.
Lot of offense. With 1:45 to go in the third, 53 points on the board already. Right-hand side, Ness, and off the leg of Severide as he tried to get the pass down to the baseline. Now come our substitutes in. Ernie Kuiper in. Severide will go out of the ball game for Mitchell. Althoff comes in. Brinkman comes in for Yankton. It will be Yankton's ball at the baseline, and before they get it in, we've got another change. Here comes Tom Cogley in, and Mike Miller will get a rest. Miller with 16 points. Ackman the leader with 18 points. Kernels have had a good, strong performance all the way here tonight. Inbounds pass, and they say it went off Yankton. Coakley had it glance off his fingertips in the corner as they were trying to get the ball in, so the Bucks turn it over. 12th turnover. Mitchell has only 6. I think last night, if I can remember right, we only had 7 turnovers against Watertown, and that is handling the ball very, very well. Ackman will give it up to Tom Young outside. Now Kuiper back to Ackman, right corner, drives in the lane, tries to slip a pass to Skip Young, and he can't hold on to it. Yankton comes away, and now we're going to get a foul on the Kernels as well. Foul will go on Skip Young, his second. Well, right idea by Ackman, but the defense was just there. He couldn't quite get that pass inside to Skip Young for the layup.
No, he's always looking to dish the ball if he can, but in one of those cases where maybe he could have taken the shot there, but showing how Jason Ackman is getting through that defense and getting open underneath.
Well, inbounds pass goes off Althoff, but luckily they get it back. Kuiper didn't see the ball coming. If he would have turned around, he could have had it right there, but he didn't see it coming, so Althoff picked it back up. Right side to Dan Brinkman. Now up top, Ness. Passing the lane to Althoff. Loses control. Kernels pick it up. Here comes Tom Young. Across the lane, Kuiper with it. Holds up with the basketball now. We're 48 seconds to go in the quarter. Kuiper inside to Skip Young, and right back out they come with it again. Kuiper right side. Leaves it up top for Tom Young. And did he travel? Yeah, he did. Double dribble. Wanted to pass the ball to Ackman, and he just lost control of it. So turnover, Yankton will get the ball back in their backcourt with 37 seconds to go in the quarter. And they're going to bring Scott Nedved back in their lineup. And he will give Ness a little bit of a break here. Kernels maintaining a 15-point lead. They're led by 9 at halftime. And now Severide's going to come back in for Mitchell, and Ackman will get a break. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to put the ball in bounds, and we're already pushing for possession. As Althoff went down to the floor, now he's got to tie his shoe. And Scott Fiddler will hold on to the ball, let him get that done. Now I think we are set to put the ball in bounds. Mitchell's going to put on some full-court man-to-man pressure. Snyder looking to get it in, and does. Coakley in the backcourt to clear out, letting him bring the ball up. One-on-one on Tom Young. Coakley crosses the timeline, standing with it way out front, gives the ball out to Snyder. 24 seconds and counting. Now right side, Nedved. Kuiper on him. Nedved gives it back up to Althoff up top. 17, 16 seconds. And Skip Young reaches in, steals a pass away. Gets it up to Cogley. We've still got 11 seconds. Should get a good shot here. Kuiper with 8, 7. Kuiper still on the dribble out front. Starts to penetrate. Skip Young with 3, 2 to Kuiper. He's going to launch a three-pointer. No good. And the buzzer sounds. Mitchell by 15. 48. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Julie Flemmer at the Randall's branch of Commercial Bank in Mitchell. To celebrate our 100th anniversary, we are offering $10.
By the way, there will not be a welcome home tomorrow here in Mitchell for the Rustlers. They are doing that out on the site, and I'll cast my vote. I like that. I think that's kind of nice anyway. I know other people would like to get in on it, but it sure makes for a long day after in the state tournament, but the Rustlers started that last year, the tradition, and they're doing it again this year. Here's Mike Miller right side with a jumper from about 15. Will not go. We'll get you some stats after the third quarter here in just a moment when we get a break. Mitchell, though, had a hot shooting third quarter, 9 of 12 from the field in that 8 minutes, and they have the 15-point lead. Althoff right side, gives it out front to Gulke. Tom Cogley on him right now for the moment. Back to Althoff. Miller's on him. Althoff takes it down low. Miller knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Yankton's ball underneath. Let's take a look at those stats.
Kernels were 25 of 40 through 3, 63%. Yankton 17 of 40, 43%.
There's a drive started in the lane by Dennis Coakley, and somebody stuck the leg out on him.
Go back to those stats again, Tim. You mentioned it over and over again. The good looks that we're getting at the basket, and obviously when you're shooting 63% through 3, you're getting some pretty good looks. And a credit to the Kernels offense the way they're moving that ball out there tonight.
It's going to be Jason Ackman getting the foul, just his first, and only the 4th team foul on Mitchell, and Yankton throws it away out of bounds. Althoff was trying to get it to Gulke, not close. Sails out of bounds, so turnover against the Bucks, number 15, and that's really a big difference in the game. Mitchell has only 8, along with that shooting, of course. Mike Miller will take his time, walking it up into the front court. Fast-moving basketball game here. Now Ackman tried to get into the Severide, but he lobbed it up too high, and the Kernels turn it over. Yankton gets it right back. We're only an hour into the game, and 7 minutes to go is all, so we're going to be ahead of everybody else. Right-hand side, Nedved out front to Ness in the lane. Gulke turns, puts it up, but he can't get it to fall. Cogley on the rebound. Long lead pass by Severide, broken up at the other end. Nedved stepped in front. He comes racing back with it. Right side into the corner. Here's a long one by Coakley, and he almost got the roll for 3. Hit the rim about 3 times before it finally decided to come out of there. Kernels on the rebound. 53-38. Gary Munson wants the Kernels to move the ball a little bit more offensively. Not so much one-on-one. He says, let's get some motion going here. Miller up top. Takes it left-hand side. Still with it on the dribble. Now bounce pass down low. Cogley will turn, put it up. Off the back, no good. Rebound, Severide can't get it. Cogley again fouled. Good board work by the Kernels underneath.
That really is good board work. Cogley doing a good job tonight off the bench, playing good defense, and also that time kept alive with that second offensive rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Substitution here for Yankton coming back in. Dan Brinkman, 6'4". Ford will check back into their lineup. He's another junior. As we said, they have only 2 seniors on the entire roster. And really the only one that plays a lot is Mitch Snyder. Free throw up and good by Tom Cogley. So this Yankton team is going to be loaded next year. 54-38 with 6:08 to play. The second one, no good by Cogley. Yankton with the basketball. Into the front court will come Nedved. Gets around Kuiper free throw line. Leaves it for Brinkman. Brinkman can't get off a shot. Mike Miller guarding him. Now it comes back to Scott Nedved. Couple of dribbles. He'll put it away. The jumper from the left side, but short. And rebound to Kuiper. Kuiper getting pinched in. Double teamed in the backcourt, but manages to get the pass away. To Miller. Now up to Severide. Takes it to the baseline. Return to Miller. Easy layup. Yankton got confused coming back defensively. They never did get matched up man-to-man, and Mike Miller was wide open. He now has 18 points. And the Kernels pulling away here in the fourth quarter. The lead is 18, 56-38. Rob Ness, free throw line, comes up short. Foul on the rebound. This one will go on Gulke. That will be his second. We are not even near the 1-and-1 years yet.
Well, we were looking for a good effort at home here, and I think we're going to get one tonight. I mean, this is good, solid play by the Kernels, both on the offense.
Yankton, they're third, so they are down to 1 left. 56-38. Mitchell will be right back in a minute.
For a limited time at McDonald's.
Up in Huron. Early in the fourth quarter, O'Gorman 43, Huron 41. So the O'Gorman Knights with a 2-point lead. Early third quarter, Bismarck was up on Pier by 10 points, so we're well ahead of them, but we'll get you another update before we're done here tonight. Kernels with the ball, but going to turn it over. Porter's pass intercepted in the lane, and now Gulke is going to be fouled by Kuiper from behind on the drive. We'll again repeat, Bismarck early in that third leading Yankton by 10. Also, here's a college score, an important one in the SDIC. Dort is leading Mount Marty 34-25. That game being played down in Yankton tonight. That would be a major upsetter there. They're both in the playoff hunt, of course. Here's a long one for three. No good by Coakley. Rebound, though, to the Bucks. Now spinning and firing is Schneider. He'll hit a two-pointer from the right side. Mitch Schneider with his second basket. All-out pressure here by Yankton. Kernels beat it. Cogley over to Mike Miller. Goes underneath. Leans in for the shot. Got it. 20 points for Mike Miller in the game. 58-40 with 4:25 to play. Bob Ness hustling it up the right side. Guarded by Porter. Now bumped and fouled by Porter.
Stats that kind of stick out to us here. The Kernels here in the second half, 11 of 18 from the field. And Yankton is ice cold on the other half, 6 of 17, along with 8 turnovers. So things really stretched out, and Kernels playing great ball here in the second half.
That foul there was number 6 against Mitchell, so we will be in the 1-1 next time. Here's a little turn-on jumper, good by Dan Brinkman from out in front of the basket. 58-42, pressure, Mitchell beats it. Cogley left side, goes in, fouled as he takes it up. Foul will be on Golke. Well, Yankton's got to do this, running out of time, and they're putting on full court press, and Mitchell's ending up, if they can get by it, with 2-on-1, 3-on-2 at the other end. Tom Cogley will go to the line. He will shoot a couple. That's the 4th team foul on Yankton. 3rd foul on Brad Golke. Cogley with 1 point tonight. 1 for 2 from the line. And puts this one up and good. 59-42. Well, if Bismarck holds on and beats Pierre tonight, that will give Mitchell a 2-game lead in their district with 2 games to go. Cogley's second one won't go down, so we'll keep watching that score closely for you. 59-42, Mitchell. Now we're halfway through the 4th. They get it into Golke, and he got the shove from behind, and this will be 1-and-1 time.
Say, Tim, it wasn't too long ago. You just said we're going to have a 2-game lead at this point in the districts. I wouldn't have believed you, but things are working out well for the Kernels, and that certainly would be a nice advantage. You said it earlier, Pierre playing Bismarck, and they're normally a pretty good basketball team. They put on a pretty good program up there in North Dakota, and it sounds like Pierre's got their hands full tonight.
Yeah, it didn't look so good a week ago here after Brookings beat us, did it? Looked like we were in big trouble, and now we've gotten it together. Free throw by Golke won't go down. Here come the Kernels back. Yankton 2 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. They haven't had very many opportunities. Porter, right side, will leave it for Ackman in the corner. 3:40 to play. Now Miller spins, fires a jumper, and he's going to get fouled out front. And that's going to be number 4 on Golke. And Miller will go to the line to shoot a couple. 15 foul on the Bucks.
Quite an ovation by the Corn Palace crowd here when they announced the Kernel Wrestlers.
Yep.
And their 3rd in a row. How impressive a program is that Andy Cates put together?
Well, I'll tell you, this afternoon, there were a lot of people wondering if we were going to be able to do it. A couple of upsets when Matt Kaufman and B.J. Jones got beat in the semifinals, but the team efforts enough to get it done. And we're all through to the 3 finals, the first-place matches, and those we have yet to tell you about. We will do that as soon as we get Mark Kaufman to call us with the results. Ball comes into Miller. They knock it out of his hands, but Porter is there to pick up the ball. They go again inside to Mike Miller. Puts it up with the left hand, and good. 22 for Miller. It's 61-42. We approach 3 minutes to go, and just about time to start getting some subs in, another minute or so, and I'm sure we'll start seeing that. Golke, left side, free throw line. Leaves it out front for Nedved. Kuiper on him tight. Nedved bounce pass, free throw line. Brinkman all clogged up in the middle. Gives it to Schneider. Schneider baseline. Jumper good from 12. 7 points for Mitch Schneider. 61-44. Again, the full court press. Kuiper to Miller. Here we go, 2-on-1. Miller, bounce pass underneath. Cogley, reverse layup, good. 4 points for Cogley. 63-44 at the 2.5-minute mark. Schneider tries to get it inside, and Brinkman fouled. Miller reached around from the back. He's going to get the foul. We're going to see Nick Scott coming into the ball game now for the Kernels. Second foul on Mike Miller, and it looks like Scott will come in for Mike Miller. 22 points for Mike tonight. Jason Ackman still second with 18. He had 14 of those 18 in the first half. Hadn't taken a whole lot of shots here the second half. Free throws up and good. Dan Brinkman with 7 points.
Well, Mike Miller had a good offensive game, but more than the scoring, I liked the way he was passing the basketball. When he was drawing 2-3 bodies on himself, he was dishing off and finding the open man, and that just makes his game that much more impressive.
Brinkman gets both free throws to go. Yeah, it's been a good team effort by Mitchell here tonight. Kernels going to turn it over as they get the ball down the floor this time. Snyder knocked it loose, and Nedved with it up top. Now left side, Snyder drives all the way underneath, scores. Good move to the basket. Snyder with 9. 63-48, exactly 2 minutes to play. Ackman will bring it across the 10-second line. Still on the dribble out front. Now to Porter. Kernels willing to use some clock here unless they get a very good look at the basket, of course. They will go to 12-4 tonight. Yankton will fall to 5-11. Porter, free throw line, wants the jumper. Looked like they got him on the arm. Must have just been a piece of the ball all that time. Snyder goes up and partially blocks it. And back comes Yankton with a minute and a half to play in the game. Althoff out front. Bounce pass right side to Nedved. Wants to go baseline. Blocking foul going to be called there on Ackman. That'll be Jason's second. And one-on-one opportunity coming up here again for Yankton. Nedved will go to the line. Another sub for the Kernels. Here comes Travis Merkwan coming into the ball game, and Chad Porter will go out. Well, again, the Kernels on the road Tuesday at Huron, and then at home Friday to close out the regular season against Aberdeen Central. Free throw on the way, no good. Put up by Nedved. Ball tipped around. Ackman controls it. Of course, we've got basketball tomorrow here at the Corn Palace. Dakota Wesleyan. An outstanding win last night over Black Hill State. They will take on South Dakota Tech tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Ackman left side, bounce in the corner. Merkwan with a 12-footer, comes up short. Rebound Brinkman has it for Yankton. Outlet pass, Althoff on the run, spins in the lane, puts it up good. Nice shot by Nick Althoff. 63-50 with 48 seconds to go. Kuiper walking it in the backcourt. All kinds of new players getting ready to check in at this next whistle now. To Ackman, free throw line. Back to Merkwan right side. Jumpers on the way. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Bucks, and I think we might get a double dribble. Yeah, in the backcourt. Yankton turns it over, and now they will bring in all new subs. 5 new players for Yankton. And the Kernels are going to bring in Tony Young into their lineup. Tony, who had the big JV game today. Jason Ackman goes out, gets a nice round of applause. Good, solid ball game. 18 points for Jason Ackman tonight. So Tony Young coming in had 22 in the JV game today. The Mitchell 10-point win. Kernels throw it in. Kuiper jumper right baseline. That's good. Ernie Kuiper nails it. His first basket. 65-50 with 22 seconds to go. New players in for Yankton. We'll identify them as we go here out front. Toby Gall had it. Ball knocked away. Now a jump ball. And it's still going to be Yankton's basketball. Tying up out there Aaron Hansen along with Cogley. 12 seconds left. Well, stay with us the post game. We'll be getting some updated scores from Eric before we leave the air here on some of those other games. And then, of course, back to the locker room. We'll talk with Coach Gary Munson. We'll have to be pretty happy with this effort here tonight.
I certainly would think so, and we don't have to listen to that Corn Palace jinx stuff anymore.
That's right.
I was getting tired of that.
That's right.
Something none of us are used to, that's for sure.
Yankton with it. They flip it underneath, and ball tipped out of bounds.
I guarantee you he's going to be happy not to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, everybody will. Corey Sternquist throwing that last pass. 10 seconds to go. Bucks will throw it in from underneath. Bounce pass right at the side of the lane. Hansen puts it up and good. Aaron Hansen gets the basket. 3 seconds. 2. Here's Tony Young. Lets her go from half court. Good! Oh, three-pointer. Give him a color TV. Court drains the three-pointer right at the buzzer to make your final score. Mitchell 68 and Yankton 52.